I shouldn't even say that. That's a bit of a spoiler.
A lot of what makes the game so impactful is how it makes us have conflicted feelings about some characters, from Marlene in the start and to Abby in the future. So what's the challenge into transforming that to a TV show format?
You know, one of the big challenges is the way the story is constructed and glued together is between these kind of non-interactive cinematics, like 1 to 5 minutes, and then you have this like long stretch of gameplay where you are Joel or you are Ellie, and you're moving around the world and you're seeing the world through their eyes. We couldn't do that on the show. That's really effective way in the game to make you feel certain things, to make you feel tension or make you see empathy through the character's eyes. But what we have instead in the show is we can leave those characters and we can go and see Marlene or like see maybe even David or like see all these characters that in ways that you couldn't see them in the game because everything in the game is seen through Joel and Ellie's eyes, which allows us to imbue these characters or reveal more kind of inner conflict that they have or struggles, like you get to see in the first episode with Marlene of like the struggle she's having between being like head of the Fireflies in this quarantine zone and this mission that she sees, this new hope that has emerged when she finds Ellie. And I think that was the secret weapon to how we do this adaptation is in a way it makes these characters and the world richer beyond Joel and Ellie.
Are there any new characters you're going to meet anytime soon in the show? Or?
Yeah, the show is filled with new characters. Like in the first episode, you get to see Marlene's lieutenant, like Kim, and what their relationship is like and the interaction that's happening there and how Marlene handles between the kind of greater goal that she has and this personal relationship she has with this other woman.
Fantastic. Mar, you said you had to forget a lot of things you already knew, Marlene. So what did you have to learn from her that you didn't know already?
You know, I think that sometimes as an actor, repetition can trap you. And the great virtue of this is that it is a character that I know very well, and yet I did have to release what I know so that I could, you know, step into this because it's a completely different way for me to tell her story, to walk in her shoes, to present her to the world, to walk in this universe, you know, and relating to new artists. They're, for you know, Pedro and Bella's Joel and Ellie are different, and their spirits are different. And so, if I were to try to come at them, you know, with the video game character's energy, it wouldn't have been true. And so, you know, staying faithful to reinvestigating in a fresh way and being present to what is in front of me was something that I had to keep walking in the line of and not relying on what I knew in the past.
Easy. So, Neil, when you talk about timeline, how long of a plan are we talking about for the show? I mean, how long does season 1 go and potentially season 2? Is it going to start right after? Or?
Well, the privilege we had when we made the show that I didn't have when we were making the game at Naughty Dog is that when we made the first game, we didn't know what the second game was going to be. We didn't know about Left Behind. Had some ideas, but now that we do know, there's certain seeds that are planted in the show for where the story might go. You know, Left Behind, well, I shouldn't even say that. That's a bit of a spoiler. But look, the show, I feel about the show the way I felt about when I made the first game, which was like, I'm extremely proud of this thing. If this thing, for whatever reason, is not successful and ends here, I'm okay with that. It's a complete story. If I do get to go on, that would be amazing. The show is kind of the same way. It's a complete story, and yet there's more story to tell, and we want to tell it. So hopefully enough people tune in that we could keep going.
So you said before that you're also a gamer. So being a gamer, how does it feel to know the adaptation of The Last of Us from inside, in the perspective of an actor and a fan?
I felt that I was more, you know, it was great to get in tune with the world, to listen to Gustavo's score and to see to listen to this brilliant script play out for you, and to meet all these characters, these beautifully crafted characters, to people that you love and that you don't love so much, to see people come and go, you know, just be the nature of the world and how dangerous it is, and I just I love the fact that I got to do that for 2.5 months, live in the game in that way, every day playing a little bit at a time and doing it in doses because of how full the story is and how much there is to digest.
So I
Thank you,
say
Liza. Of course.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Whoa.